here with University of Central Arkansas's head women's golf coach, Summar Roachell. How are you doing today, Coach?
I'm doing good, thank you.
Good. Thank you for taking time for this interview. You're the head women's golf coach at Central Arkansas. I know that Central Arkansas is in Conway, Arkansas, but yeah, can you tell me a little bit about the University of Central Arkansas?
Yeah, we're located in Conway, Arkansas. We compete in the Atlantic Sun Conference. Our school is we have about 10,000 students, so we're a little bit on the smaller side, but we have a great athletic department, a great school, great campus and academics. It's in our town is very community based, very family oriented. So we get a lot of support from the community, in our different events and around campus too. So it's nice. Everywhere you go around town, you're seeing UCA Bears stuff. So it's really nice as a coach to know that we have that support behind us.
Nice. Yeah, so your team just finished off the fall season recently with team victory at Southern Mississippi's tournament. So can you tell me about your team's recent victory at Southern Mississippi's tournament? And um, especially they had to battle not ideal conditions. So yeah, just talk about the tournament, the victory for your team.
Yeah, so I think it's something that we've been building on all season. Winning a golf tournament, winning in our sport is really hard to do, and I think you have to really appreciate those moments where you are in contention. You're able to compete with the best of the best up there, and I think that's something that going into the week we knew that we just wanted to bring our best attitude, our best mentality. We knew that our golf game was in a good spot, and when we looked at the weather, we saw that it wasn't going to be great. We've played in great weather all season, and it was going to be cold and windy. And I told the girls, the team that adjusts to the conditions the quickest is the team that's mentally going to be there at the end, and our golf game's going to be there. I'm not worried about that at all. And just to see them kind of make that shift in mentality, and the weather didn't phase them at all. They went out and we had our game plan, and they went and executed it really well. And I'm so proud of them. They've been working so hard. They've made so much growth and improvement this season, and just to kind of see that all pay off for them was really exciting. Actually was having meetings over the last couple of days, and they were telling me how they had no idea where we were, because I was trying to just stay really even keeled and stick to the plan and process that we had in place. And at the end of the day, I knew that it was going to be close, but to see our name at the top of the leaderboard, 5 strokes ahead, when it was all said and done, was really exciting moment for our team, but also our program. To come in as a first year head coach, get a win, and really start to shape the culture and the standards that we have here for our team moving forward.
Yes. Yeah. So this was your first team victory as head coach at Central Arkansas. So just personally for you, what did this victory mean for you?
It was really special for me. Like I said, you don't win a whole lot, and to do it in
Mhm.
my first season is really special. Especially with these girls, having a new coach, them just completely buying in to me and my assistant and what we're trying to do here. It's really special, and you don't get back your first win, so I really just tried to savor the moment and really be in the moment when we were celebrating in the van, and just all the emotions and everything that come with it. It's a really special time. My family was there, my mom and my grandparents, and some family that live in Mississippi. So it was nice to have them around, and it's really special for me as a coach. The girls get all the credit, but at the end of the day, doing it with such an awesome group is something that I never want to forget. And I don't think I'll ever forget those moments when it was all official, and we knew that we had won.
Nice, that's awesome. Congrats again on the victory. So, you're from Conway, Arkansas, and Central Arkansas is in Conway, Arkansas. So, yeah, what does it mean to you to be the head women's golf coach at Central Arkansas?
It's really special. There's not a lot of head coaching opportunities in around the country to begin with. So having the chance to come back home and do it, and it be my first spot was something that, an opportunity that I, really wanted to jump on. I have so much support here. Growing up here, knowing people in the community, all the connections that we have. You've really seen it with our team when we're able to go to different courses and play, and having people come up to our team and talk to them because they know me. They might not have done that in the past. So getting to build something here in hometown that I can be proud of, my family can be proud of, and just our community can be proud of. That's really what I want to do, and I want to put UCA on the map, and continue to bring in awesome kids, continue to build this program up and do something that they haven't done before. I really think it's a special place to be, and I know that every kid that we bring in here that sees it, they feel that too.
Did you always want to be a college head coach, or did you never really think about becoming a college head coach?
I think in the back of my mind, I did.
Mhm.
I had a lot of great coaches growing up that had a big impact on me, and I knew that one day that I kind of wanted to be in a place where I could do that. I didn't know exactly what capacity it was, but when I was playing in college and after, I thought that the professional route was the best way for me to make an impact, and I think I learned while I was out there that I had a lot more to give than just what my playing ability could show. And so, after kind of COVID, settled down a little bit, I decided that I wanted to pursue the golf coaching side. I felt, after giving some lessons at Blessings and, really kind of falling in love with the teaching aspect and just being able to build people up and, show them their potential. I knew that getting into the coaching side was something that was going to allow me to, you know, bring a bunch of my strengths out and with golf knowledge and all of that and really help kids accomplish the goals that they had, just like coaches I had help me.
So given that your team won their final tournament of the fall season, what do you see, as the potential for your team going into the spring season?
Yeah, I'm really excited about the spring. I think, ending the fall, we set a program record the week before we won a program scoring record, and then to go and win the following week, I think it gave our team a lot of confidence. I think that they were a little tired at the end. I think they've enjoyed their little break and are ready to get back after it. But when I see the growth that we had this fall, I think that's only going to propel us into the spring. I think our team is learning and understanding how to compete at a high level now. I think they're understanding what it takes to be at that level. And so I'm really excited to see, we've got some tournaments that are going to be against really good competition. I'm excited to go see how we can stack up against that and really see where we are in the grand scheme of things. But the team's ready to win again. The team's ready to go out and compete. And so I fully expect us to be in contention in a lot of tournaments and continue to put in the work to build the program the right way.
Cool. So I want to touch on your start in the game of golf. So how did you get started playing golf, and what age did you begin playing golf?
So interesting enough, nobody in my family plays golf. I'm the only
Okay.
one. My parents didn't play golf. My grandparents didn't play golf. No one in my family really played. I was a big basketball and soccer player. There was a lady by the name of Martha McAllister, who was really big in the USGA. She worked a lot here with the First Tee, and she worked with my dad at his company. And she just kind of was like, "Hey, bring Summer out to this golf clinic. Like, let's see if she likes it." You're at kind of 5, 7 years old when you're trying a bunch of things, just seeing what you like. And I just absolutely loved it. So I played soccer, basketball, and golf until my sophomore year of high school. And the driving range was right by the soccer field, so I'd go hit a few balls before or after soccer practice, and ended up just completely falling in love with it. And I think once I started competing at a higher level, I knew that I kind of needed to make a decision, and I ended up committing to Arkansas really early. And once I kind of made that decision, I knew that it was time to focus on just golf. But one thing is, like, my parents never pushed me to just focus on golf. They never pushed me to play golf. It was something that I just enjoyed to do on my own when I had the time. And I think that was really key, in that, they didn't know anything about it. They got me a coach at a young age, and it really just helped me develop fundamentally from the beginning. And so I think I appreciate that the most about, them getting me into the sport, was that it was kind of always on my own, and when I wanted to do it. But but yeah, it was really young, probably like 7 years old when I started playing.
So growing up in Conway, what course or courses did you, grow up playing, and what memories do you have from, growing up playing golf?
Yeah, so I grew up at Conway Country Club.
Mhm.
I would drive my golf cart up there, and my parents like got me a golf cart when I was pretty young, and I would go up there, and I just remember me and my friends just going out and just we pretty much played from sun up to sundown. We would have chipping contests, putting contests. We'd go out and play 9 holes, and it was just so much fun to do it with my friends. It was so much fun to be out there and compete with them and, just have challenges. And that's what I remember about it the most is it was never like anything like a grind. It was just me out there purely enjoying the game. And I think from a young age to love it, you have to go out there and be able to enjoy it and enjoy the people that you're with. And so, yeah, I mean, some of my fondest memories are just walking, putting my bag on my back and walking 9 or 18 holes with my friends. And, I had a lot of great friends that went and played college golf as well. And so I think, those early years when we were doing that really helped all of us, in the long run.
Nice. So as a junior, you were selected to represent the U.S. in the Junior Solheim Cup. So can you tell me about, being selected to represent the U.S. in the Junior Solheim Cup and what that experience was like for you? Is there any time you get to
Yeah,
represent your
so
country? That's a special
we
honor.
uh, we were at the Rolex Girls probably like 3 or 4 weeks before the selection process started. And I remember sitting at a dinner, and Meg Mallon, the captain, was there speaking to us, and she was talking about, Junior Solheim and all that. And I remember turning to one of my friends and being like, what's the Junior Solheim? Like, how do you make that team? I had no idea. A few weeks later, I'm going to the PGA Championship. I played really well at the Rolex. I was going to the PGA Championship, and I get a call that says, "Hey, you've been selected to play. Like, you're a captain's pick, and we're announcing it tomorrow." And I was like, "What?"
Wow.
So it was something that, was never on my radar really of trying to make. Like, I can't sit here and tell you like at the beginning of that season that it was a goal of mine to make Junior Solheim. I was kind of just going out there and playing golf and competing, and letting my results speak for themselves, having no idea that I even had a chance to make the team. But then when you get to go and represent your country, I don't think there's any greater honor than doing that. And then to go out and play the way we did, be the first team to win on foreign soil, kind of start that trend. It's super special. It's memories that I'll never forget. A lot of the girls that I played with, I still keep in touch with. They're playing on the LPGA, or they're in the golf industry as well. So it was a really special group, really special people, that I'll always have a really great connection with. And like I said, there's just wearing the stars and stripes on your chest, hearing the national anthem still gives me goosebumps every time. But it's incredible memories with my family as well. They were all able to go over there. So just one of the coolest weeks of my life, really.
Nice. That's awesome. So can you tell me, what was it like for you to win four consecutive Class 7A medalist honors while you were at Conway High School?
Yeah, it's kind of crazy to go back and think that I did that I won 4 in a row. But going in, I just like I said, I just love competing. I just love playing golf. Like, the results kind of just followed themselves. I worked hard. Um, getting I think I won my last one at Conway Country Club at my home course in front of all my friends and my family and people who had supported me in our community. And I think that was the coolest one out of all of them. I had great people to compete against from all over the state. A lot of girls that went and played college golf as well. So it was never easy by any means, but uh, to kind of have my name in the history books here at Conway, for winning four, and in kind of the state history of golf, it's pretty special, and something that someone can't take away from me, and something that I'll always be able to carry.
So you played collegiately at University of Arkansas. So being from Arkansas, was your goal always to, remain in Arkansas and, play for the Razorbacks?
Yeah, I mean, I started going to Arkansas golf camp when I was about 11 or 12 years old. I
Okay.
had a great relationship with the coaches. Kelly Hester was the coach at the time. Shauna Taylor, who ended up being my coach at Arkansas, she was the assistant. So I was able to develop a great relationship with them. And then, going through the recruiting process, I always knew that Arkansas was pretty much number one on my list, but I thought I owed it to myself to look at some other schools too, and just make sure that, it really was the right fit. And I wasn't just picking it because it's what I had known about the most. But yeah, at the end of the day, the community up there, being a Razorback, being from Arkansas, you're like the professional athletes of the state. So being able to go up there and play for basically my home state was just something that I couldn't pass up. And Mike and Shauna did such a good job of creating a very professional program. And I knew that I'd wanted to go and play professionally after. And there was no better place in my eyes with everything that it had to offer for me to go and play.
Nice. Yeah, can you just sum up, your college career at Arkansas and, what it was like for you to represent the Razorbacks?
Yeah, I mean, I had so many incredible teammates that are doing incredible things now. Like I said, it was a place that if you wanted to go play professional golf, like that's where you wanted to be. And I think that I played really well, probably at the beginning and really well at the end. I think that there are some road bumps there in the middle, but everything that I learned, there honestly helps me be a better coach here today. It helped me be a better person, better player, and there's so many memories that I have with my teammates, with my coaches, things that we sit and laugh about now. I was with Mike, the assistant coach, the other day, and he was bringing up old videos and stuff on his phone that we were just laughing about, and being able to, kind of go back and have those memories is, the golf was all there and something I'll remember, but it was more the people and the relationships and the memories that we have that made it really, really special. And I'm so thankful for my time there. And, I still love that program and love everything about that city. And it's really special to still have connections with people up there.
Nice. So can you tell me about your professional career, playing on the Women's All-Pro Tour and the Symetra Tour from 2017 to 2021?
Yeah, I mean, it was professional golf is very rewarding. It's very hard. I think a lot of people think it's going to be a lot easier, than what it actually is. But you get to travel. I love traveling. I love playing golf. I love competing. I love meeting people. So you put all of that in one and get to do something that you love. It's a very rewarding experience, and I had some good years. I had some years where I thought I was going to go all the way and get up my LPGA card, and there were some years that I struggled. But every moment in that, like I said before, really has helped me now to be, a better coach and a better person. And I think that if I wouldn't have gone through that I probably wouldn't be sitting here as a head coach today. But played some really good golf, met some incredible people. I think what Gary DiSerrano is doing with the WAPT is going to continue elevating women's golf. So to be able to play and help him, kind of get that tour started out, and he's run with it and created something that's really special for women's golf. That's going to continue to elevate it, and that's what you want to do. You want to leave your mark on a tour and your mark on people. And I think that's kind of what professional golf helped me do and did for me.
So was there a specific moment when you knew professional golf wasn't for you, or did this realization, happen over time?
One year when I was playing on the Symetra tour, I think I missed like 5 or 6 cuts in a row by like one shot. And I think I just realized how thin the margins were
Yeah.
between, making a cut, missing a cut, competing, not competing. And I think that was really tough mentally to know, like, hey, I feel like I'm giving it a lot, but I'm just right there, on the cut line.
Yeah.
And me being a competitor, I didn't want to to just be making the cut. I wanted to be able to compete, and I wanted to compete at the top level. And it kind of got to a point where I wasn't sure if I could continue doing that, if I could continue to play at a level that I needed to compete week in and week out. And I think once the thought of doing something else kind of creeped into my mind, I kind of took away from what I was trying to do and competing out there and playing. I think, I started thinking about doing other things. And so I wasn't necessarily all in when I needed to be in professional golf. So kind of when I had that moment of maybe should I be doing something else? I think in that moment, it was like, yeah, it's probably about time. That was actually right around COVID. So I will say, people say that COVID made them really rethink a lot of things. And I think for me, it made me sit down and say, hey, is this something that I really want to continue doing? Or is this something that I'm ready to move on for and see where I can bring value in other aspects in sports? So I think in that moment, it was never of like, oh, I'm just ready to quit. Like, I'm not going to keep trying or anything like that. It was more of just like, hey, I think the time to move on and to do something different is here. So
Yeah, so how is your game currently, and do you get to compete much these days, or not too much?
I haven't played golf in so long. Like, if we're being
Okay.
honest, I'll get out there and I'll hit with the girls, chip and putt with them. But actually going out and competing, like, I don't do it very much anymore. I'd like to do it a little bit more. I think I'm going to try to play some stuff a couple of things around the state this summer, have some fun with it again. But I do love getting out there and chipping and putting with the girls and having contests with them. And so I guess you could say I keep my game sharp enough to be able to do that and still beat them every now and then. But no, not getting out there and playing too much anymore.
So you were an assistant golf professional at Blessings Golf Club, which was your college home course. So yeah, what was that experience like being an assistant golf professional at Blessings?
Yeah, Blessings is an amazing place. Golf course is amazing. Everyone associated with that golf course is amazing. I think that when you're at a country club like that, you're teaching a wide range of players. You're teaching kids that have never picked up a golf club before. You're teaching you know, guys that want to go out and beat their buddies, whether that's shooting 75 or 80, and so I think you've got kind of everything in between. You've got a couple kids that I was coaching that were getting ready to go to college. So I think for me, being able to learn how to communicate and adapt with everyone that I was teaching and be able to teach them and kind of meet them where they were and coach them on that level was super important. I think that, you got to be able to communicate with your players. You got to be able to communicate in a language that they understand and can comprehend, depending where they are. And so I keep saying that all these moments kind of help me to be where I am now. And like when I truly look back, it really has. And I think that year that I was there, I learned a lot about, how much the communication is a big key. I learned how much just like the appearance and how you present things is really important, and just holding yourself and what you do to a really high standard. We were held to a really high standard there. And I think it made me see things and appreciate things on a different level that maybe I hadn't before.
So prior to Central Arkansas, you were an assistant coach at UCF, Central Florida. So what did you learn from being an assistant coach at Central Florida?
Yeah, I had an amazing year down there. Emily
Mhm.
Marin, I owe a lot to her. She gave me my start in college coaching. She took a chance on me, not having any experience before. And she really took me under her wing, gave me a lot of responsibilities. She knew that I wanted to be a head coach at some point in my career. I'm not sure that she thought I would leave after a year and do that, but she gave me a lot of responsibilities that kind of helped accelerate that process. And I really appreciate that, a lot from the back end work, a lot on recruiting, practice plan development, just scheduling everything. She kind of, let me take the lead on some things. And I think, at the end of the day, that's really helped me now. And she'll always be a part of my story. We still have a great relationship. We talk every now and then, just not even about golf, but just about life. And so I'm really appreciative of that. And I think every coach has a story about where they got started. And so UCF will always be a part of mine.
Finally, what do you enjoy most about being a head coach, especially being the head coach at Central Arkansas?
Yeah, I think it's the people. It's the people and the relationships that you build. Building an awesome culture is all about the relationships and the people. And so we have an amazing group of girls here. But really being able to see the light bulb kind of go off and them start to realize like how special they are and how good that they can be. We've had quite a few girls in this semester alone that have kind of made that switch mentally and playing some of the best golf that they've ever played. So I think at the end of the day, it's the relationships, it's the people that we meet. The golf kind of comes secondary. It's not who we are, it's what we get to do. So they're going to remember the interactions, the memories that we have more so than what they shot on the golf course. So I try to keep that in mind, come from a place of love and just love on the girls that we have and the girls that will be coming in the next few years as well.